Story time. I'm going to take you back to October 10th, 2018. I'm working in a maximum security prison in Appalachia Corrections, Florida, not too far from Mariana. And Hurricane Michael is about to hit. We are all trying to prepare the best we can. And I'm in the Chow Hall, I believe the West unit of this prison. And I'm in there. We're all making bag lunches because we know the power's going to go out and that the boilers ain't going to work, the ovens ain't going to work. So we got to make bag lunches for I think 800, 900 inmates. So we're in there. We finally did our last count. We're making our bag lunches, PB&Js, and we're looking outside. Every minute we're looking outside. How's the weather going? Is it getting worse? How's the wind going? Later did we know it was going to be 150 mile an hour winds out there. Prison's going to get hit by 2 tornadoes. So we're looking up at the sky, and we see these clouds just vroom, vroom, zooming by. Never seen nothing like it in my life. It was very weird, very odd, peculiar looking. And these clouds are just zooming by almost like in a circular motion, because we all know hurricanes, they're circular, right? And so we're looking up at the sky and we see this, and we're just dumbfounded. Never seen nothing like it ever. And as time goes by, it's getting dark outside, very dark. And the winds are picking up 40 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour. We're starting to see debris fly across the prison. Branches, shingles. Now the wind's coming up to 60, 70 miles an hour. We're listening to this janky radio inside the Chow Hall, and we're getting updates from it. Hurricane Michael is about to hit. It's going to be a Category 4. Now it's going to be a Category 5. And this thing is getting closer and closer to Florida. And it's getting ready to make landfall. And so it's raining, man. It's pouring down. It hasn't stopped within 5 hours. Just straight rain, 5 hours. Everything's getting flooded outside. Puddles everywhere. It's looking like lakes. And this wind is just getting stronger and stronger. And these fences, these barbed wire fences, they're starting to wobble and shake. And these are supposed to be very, very secure, obviously, because it's a maximum security prison. And they're shaking and shaking. And soon, they're going to be almost flat. And some of these fences, they're going to be gone. The wind is going to take these fences away. And we're looking outside, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And we see this corrections officer. He's supposed to help me out with count. He's darting to the Chow Hall. He's running. He's booking it, man. He's dodging debris, and boom, a 2x4 almost took him out in the chest. And EMS is not out here patrolling because the hurricane. They're going to get stuck. And so he would have just been dead in the water, impaled with a 2x4 in his chest. He would have been just dead in the water out there. And, after this last count, nobody's to move. Nobody's coming in and out at the Chow Hall. And so we're doing our last count, and we're looking outside, and, man, this wind is 110 miles an hour, 120 miles an hour. It's getting freaking bad, dude. And all I could think about was the fatalities. Man, how many dead bodies are out there? I forget what the total count was. Hundreds of fatalities out there. And we're stuck here 48 hours. Man, I'm dead tired. I got to get some Z's. And I remember going into the control room, bunch of corrections officers just on the ground sleeping. There's no room for me. I go back to the Chow Hall. This was after the eye of the storm has left. And I go back to the Chow Hall, and the wind is still pretty strong. There's these gusts of wind. And I go to my little office, and the roof's leaking, cockroaches everywhere. And I just lay on my desk trying to get some Z's in. I got cockroaches crawling all in my arms and crap. And I just ignore it, and I drifted off to sleep for I don't know how long, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever I could get, a nap. And we hear that the roads, they're all blocked up. There's trees falling down. There's power lines down. And nobody could go home. And we were just stranded. We were just stuck out there. It sucked, man. And I remember just being stuck there, just hating life. And I went to the bathroom and I just prayed, man. I said, Lord, man, if you could get me out of this, I'll do whatever you want. And it just sucked, man. We were all hot and sweaty, our clothes just dirty. I remember looking out, seeing the captain in his socks and his plain white tee. Usually he looked very professional. Today he looked like he just woke up out of bed, didn't have his shoes on or nothing. And I was just looking around, dude, and it was just so surreal. Like, I've never seen anything like it before. And as time went on, I finally made it home. My townhouse windows were all busted out, it was all flooded. And I remember that there was this giant shipping container in the middle of the road. A freaking shipping container, bro. That's how strong the winds were. It was bad, dude. I remember calling my parents and I was crying. I was like, is everybody okay? Is everybody alive? Yes, everybody's fine. And we got a giant hole in the roof and a bunch of water's getting in, but we're fine. And that's all I needed to hear, and I was okay for the rest of the time being. And yeah, man, I had glass all in my apartment, and I didn't have nowhere to go. Everybody was in the same situation, everybody's house is screwed up and flooded. And later I found out that, very unfortunate for the inmate, but when the power was out in one of these dorms, an inmate got stabbed up 40, 50 times. And nobody could do anything. The electricity was out, cameras didn't catch it. I don't know what happened to the offender that did it, but that was only one incident of many. A bunch of people getting raped, and there was nothing you could do, like, for these inmates. Our job is to protect these inmates, but we couldn't do but so much. I was in the chow hall. I was supervising my inmates, and I did a good job, I'd say, doing that. But that's the story of Hurricane Michael and me being stuck in a prison. I hope you guys found this video entertaining, maybe relatable. Until the next video, guys, I'm going to keep doing some of these story times. I hope you like them. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it.